Good morning to y'all. This is Larry Frank Sports Unfiltered. Can you believe there's only a month and a half basically left of the Major League Baseball season? And I'll tell you what, when you looked at this season before it even began, you wouldn't have expected some of the teams to be where they are currently. You wouldn't expect the White Sox to be leading the division in the Central Division. How about the Atlanta Braves? You knew they had the offense. The big question was all the injuries with pitching. But I'll tell you what, we just saw Tariq Skubal sign big dollars with the Los Angeles Dodgers. I shouldn't say sign, he got traded to the Los Angeles Dodgers from the Detroit Tigers. And you watch the Dodgers spend all this money to win, but there's another team that is surprising people this year, and I'll tell you who that is. How about those Tampa Bay Rays? The Tampa Bay Rays are by far in the toughest division in all of baseball, and they currently have a 4.5 game lead over the New York Yankees. Everyone expected the New York Yankees to win that division, to run away with that division. And the Yankees aren't playing that well. Meanwhile, you have the Rays, I believe there's something like 68 and 46. They have a 4.5 game lead over the Yankees. And I'll tell you what, I would be afraid of the Yankees. I would be afraid of the Boston Red Sox, who have won 9 out of 10, while the Rays are keeping pace, winning 7 out of their last 10. So how are the Rays doing it? They mix some veterans with some young players. And I'll tell you what, they had the longest tenured manager in Major League Baseball in Kevin Cash, who next year will get his 1,000th victory. I think he's 70 wins away from his 1,000th victory as Tampa Bay Rays manager. Definitely the best manager the Rays have ever had. And I'll tell you what, the one player on that team, and I shouldn't say one player because this is a team that has done it with some great pitching, great defense. They don't score a lot of runs, but they know how to win. They're fast on the bases, they get timely hits, and they have a guy named Junior Caminero. That's right, Junior Caminero. The only thing keeping this guy away from an AL MVP this year is Jordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros, who is just going off in Houston. But when you look at Junior Caminero, actually, even before then, it was just a month and a half ago that they recognized Evan Longoria, the greatest Tampa Bay Ray of all time. His number 3 was retired. They put him in the Rays Hall of Fame, just honored him as he deserved. But I'll tell you what, if Junior Caminero keeps this pace up, he could give a challenge to Evan Longoria if he's able to stay. And I say stay with the Tampa Bay Rays. This guy, I think, is batting, he's batting 284 so far this year. Believe he has 33 homers, 70 RBIs or 71 RBIs, as he hit a homer yesterday. And he scored 670 runs so far this season. So this guy is doing everything you can ask for in a superstar. He hit 45 homers last year. He's probably on pace to hit 46 this year. With the balance of the season, we'll have to see and let it play out. But my question is, why isn't this guy locked up? Why haven't the Tampa Bay Rays offered him a lucrative contract to go ahead and keep this guy here? They did it for Longoria when he first came up. He came up and bam, they went ahead and signed him to a lucrative contract, multi-year contract. I don't understand why the Rays have not done it. Actually, I do, because the Rays have always been an organization that doesn't pay players a lot of money. They go ahead, they become stars there, then they go somewhere else and make their money. But this is a franchise player. This is your guy. This guy has all the tools you want to be on your team. And he leads this team and continues to lead this team around other players like Chandler Simpson. And then you got veterans like Yandy Diaz there, Cedric Mullins there. But Junior Caminero needs to be locked up for a multi-year contract. I don't understand, once again, why they don't. I know they have control of him, I think, till 2030 or 2031. But you need to reward your players. And too often the Tampa Bay Rays do not reward the players for a job well done. And I've watched him. I know a lot of you have watched this guy, and it's just incredible what he does. It would be a shame to see him leave Tampa Bay in 2031. Let's lock them up, Tampa Bay.